I've been thinking about something. Thought I'd make a quick video about it. I always wondered about the quote-unquote progressive income tax. Um, I wonder what's so progressive about it. Because if some people, of course, don't make enough to pay any income tax, but the guys on the upper end, when the rate goes up, it seems like it's unfair to people that make a lot of money. The reason I say that is because if you make $1 million gross income and the tax you're paying is say 35%, then you pay $350,000 of that million at the top rate, say 37%, be 370,000. For instance, with the, I believe it's the top rate right now after the recent tax law change. So, but some people, especially the socialist types, would like this to go even higher. So if the same person, say, makes 2 million next year, then they pay double that. So that's 370. That's what 7 out of 2 million. That's 740,000. Makes 3 million. Of course, it goes up again. So roughly, I don't know if math is escaping me now. But anyway, so you got this guy's paying more the more he makes, but the socialists and the government seems to always want to take a little bit more even than that. So hardly seems fair that the rate goes up as the guy makes more money. I don't really see what's fair about that. Now, I agree there's loopholes and so on that maybe need to be tightened or gotten rid of, but it seems to me that a flat tax makes the most sense. I don't see what's quote unquote progressive about a tax that taxes people at a higher percentage and the percentage goes up as they make more money. That seems kind of regressive to me. Besides the fact that that money could actually be used for, say the guy kept that money, the money that the government's taking from him under the force of law, say that it goes up to 70%. Well, that extra, say, let's make it easy, let's say 35% versus 70%, for instance, for the top rate. So say the top rate went up to 70% to cover a bunch of social programs that the government controls. Well, that guy could actually take that extra, say the guy that makes $1 million, instead of paying $350,000 to the government, now he's paying $700,000 on $1 million in gross income. But he could take that extra $350,000 that he was paying under the 35% tax compared to the 70%. He could take that money. He could either invest it to help the economy. He could give his people raises. He could buy more capital, spend more on his business, for instance, or to create more work, more jobs, or he might want to give some extra money to, say, maybe a church, or maybe contribute directly to some organization that he feels, Rotary, for instance, or something like that, where the money goes directly to an organization rather than have that money go to the government that may spend it on something he totally disagrees with. Maybe he doesn't agree with, whatever program it might be. Some of these Mickey Mouse programs to spend money studying, some kind of weasel in the field or something like that. That maybe is somebody wants to preserve the last little weasels or some damn thing like that, or some obscure bird that's about to be, basically impose the will of the government. Maybe he doesn't agree with that at all, and maybe he would rather spend his money or maybe give it to his church or a private charity, or maybe there's a local charity that he knows he'll see that money going directly to benefit somebody, rather than going big through the government bureaucracy and having a bunch of it used up to pay people that work for the government. So that's just my thoughts on the progressive income tax, which I think seems to me it's kind of a scam. People keep acting like this is a good thing, that the more you make, the higher the percentage got, and they say that, these rich people don't pay as much as poor people and all that stuff. Of course, the poor people don't pay anything if they don't make enough money. Rich people pay more, as I said before, the more they make, regardless of whether there's a progressive or in other words, as far as I can see, a regressive tax. So that's just my thoughts on that tax. I don't know why politicians or nobody ever seems to think of that or talk about that aspect of the quote unquote progressive income tax. So anyway, I just thought I'd make a short video on that and see if there's any feedback or any other ideas. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong. See what you guys think. Okay, let me know. Thanks. Bye. That's it.